So the scariest thing I hear from parents of kids with autism, ADHD, PDA is that they think, what if it's me? What if I'm causing the power struggle in my home? What if I'm really causing the meltdowns daily that stresses everybody out? And I hear that from parents often as a psychologist and a behavioral specialist who works with neurodivergent kids. And I want to tell you that it is not you and it's not your child. What do I mean by that? Meltdowns are behaviors, are external behaviors. And if you study behaviors like I have for the past decade, the behaviors happen internally first. So your nervous system goes into fight or flight before you see and observe anything that comes out. So your child, when they have tantrums or meltdowns, they have experienced a stress and anxiety internally for a while, and then it turns into behaviors that you can observe. So their nervous system tells their brain, there's so much anxiety and stress internally going on that we need to go into fight or flight mode and be ready for survival. Human biology. Then what happens is the behavior comes out like meltdowns, screaming, air punching, throwing something, and you are observing that as a mom or as a parent, and your nervous system goes, whoa, look at that. Too much stress, too much anxiety builds up really quickly in you. And of course, because you're a parent, you feel like you are responsible for everybody else's emotions and safety and all of that. So then you're like, I must act because survival, right? So then you go in with a very dysregulated nervous system yourself with all the anxiety and stress, try to control the situation without even knowing it. You add to that flood that's happening, and that is a perfect recipe for disaster. And you have been living through this without even knowing it for years probably now. So what do we do instead? Hear me out. If we have a proactive approach instead of a reactive approach, if we pick the behavioral incidents apart and we take a look at what's causing that anxiety to build up for our child to go from 0 to 100 so fast, then maybe we can take a look at what their tolerance level is, what sensory things and environmental factors are adding a stress for them, and structure their day in a proactive way so the internal anxiety and stress is way less. The meltdowns don't even happen. And then yes, for the 10% when they do happen, we need to have a plan to stay regulated and calm so we don't add to that flood. But the most important mistake that I see parents make is that they are looking for their reactions to situations to be perfect. And they can't pick apart what happens, the deep layers of behavior and what that stress and anxiety is about in their child. So then they can't be proactive about it because they don't even know what's going on. So they end up being reactive. So if you want to plan to set up your kid for success, for less stress and anxiety, building your connection, building their independent skills during a meltdown, when they do happen 10% of the time naturally, then I don't know, wherever you see this video, I probably have some links to my calendar. You can book a call with me, but only if you're committed to implement what I tell you to do. Very simple steps, very short steps that you can follow. It's doable for busy moms, for professional moms, for stay-at-home moms, for moms who are homeschooling, school stress, transitions, all of this, morning routine, bedtime routine. You need a plan that is unique to your child and their struggles. Or you can just do what you're doing. buy another PDF and try a generic approach. Maybe it works next time, but probably not, because your kids is unique, their brain is unique, and every neurodivergent child is different, especially with PDA. So share this with someone who needs to hear it, who has a reactive approach, to help them see it differently. And even if I don't help you, if you just Google proactive approaches about meltdown instead of reactive approach, that's going to add value to your, research library, anywhere that you get your information. We need to have a proactive plan in place so our kids end up confident, not feel like they're causing troubles all the time. Anyways, that's it.